Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Z-Man and today we are playing a visual novel. It was on Steam, it's free, it's called Trick or Treat. I have really no idea what I'm getting myself into, but we're along for the ride. So the sound of our steps combined with that of the occasional nocturnal animal is the only thing we can hear. It's terribly dark in this place, and dense vegetation makes it impossible to see the sky or light from the moon. Our flashlights are the only thing that lights up our way. At times like this, one begs to not to run out of batteries. We walk without knowing what we are really looking for, or better said, for no reason. We are just a group of boys bored with our lives, trying to create a lasting memory on this night instead of just staying home doing nothing. Today is October 31st, All Hallows Eve, better known as Halloween. 3 young men walk through the dark, but until now nothing special forced me being one of them. We are doing it to improve our courage. It's too bad there isn't a girl here to see how brave we are. Seeing it like that, one could say this is a meaningless effort. For a moment I stopped to look at my watch. It's 1:49 a.m. That means we have been walking aimlessly for more than 2 hours now. I'm sure that many people would find a place like this terrifying. But once you get used to it, the fear disappears, making it feel like normal. What makes us afraid of the dark is that we cannot know what hides in it, what lurks in the shadows. But this is clearly an empty darkness. At the moment I sigh, feeling how tired my legs are. What is the point of being here? Clearly we had already demonstrated what we wanted. I know, or it would be best to return. I should tell them. I was about to speak when suddenly the atmosphere in the forest became strange. Suddenly a cold chill runs through my body. It was like another chill, except it wasn't going away. For no reason, the air temperature dropped from one second to another. So much so, my breath becomes visible during the mist. Or, well, turning into mist, I should say. It doesn't end there. The air is now filled with a rotten smell, just a little short from being unbearable. Images of worms and flies soon appear in my mind, giving me a really unpleasant feeling. We all stop at that moment. What's happening? I asked, confused, while turning to look at my friends. By the expression on their face, it was easy to know that they were just as lost as I was. It was then we heard footsteps nearby that did not come from any of us. We all got dead quiet after that. I don't know if it was out of fear or to check if it was not a mistake, but we stayed motionless like statues without making a noise. Just looking at each other's faces, wondering the same thing. What is happening? As if I could know. We heard the steps again. They clearly belonged to a human, or at least to a large animal, but there is something strange about them. It sounds as if the person walked dragging one foot. Just thinking about it made me shiver. Damn, why is this happening? It makes no sense. We should have returned home before, but now it's too late to regret it. I have the feeling that we are being stalked by someone. The strange footsteps stop, but I'm still feeling the presence nearby. I don't know where it is, but I know that excuse me, where it is, but I know that it's looking at me, that cursed thing is looking at me. My heart is beating anxiously. It's almost as if my body was telling me to get out of there. But strangely, my friends seem unable to perceive it. It seems that it's gone. It must have been just an animal, said one of them, convinced that we were safe. I would have liked to believe that too. We had a sigh of relief, however. Bad luck would soon strike us again. Unexpectedly, the forest became darker than before in just a blink of an eye. But that wasn't the fault of the forest, but of our own flashlight, which went out. Of the three, only mine was still working. What is going on? Did the batteries die? Asked one of them, scared, while they both beat theirs desperately as if that was going to revive them. I can't blame them. The idea of walking in the darkness was not pleasant for anyone. But after a moment, we had no choice but to resign ourselves to just that. Once more, the sound of our footsteps is heard, but the silence is different now. We are not quite because we have nothing to say, but because we are afraid. We continue walking despite the fear that invades us. Visibility is almost zero, but we have no choice. In theory, we will walk back looking for the exit, but I cannot remember anything of this forest. We could be walking in circles, and I would never notice it until it's too late. I hate the thought of it. I just want to get out of the... Suddenly, my thoughts are silenced. We hear footsteps of someone or something. Once more, the three of us became statues, awaiting the presence to go. I hold my breath while feeling my heart beat anxiously. Damn, get away from here and leave us alone. Unexpectedly, the steps are heard closer. This time they do not disappear, but rather come at us. I can't stand it. Desperately, I move my flashlight everywhere, looking for the author of those steps, or footsteps, hoping to find the light to reveal their identity and erase our fear. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Is that all that is around here? Just empty air? My anxiety grows. With each failed attempt, I refuse to believe that it was a ghost. Suddenly, when I move the flashlight again, I see a silhouette. I cannot distinguish what it was, but for a moment the light revealed something. Quickly, I pointed to the same place, only to discover it was gone. I hold my breath anxiously. It was not an illusion. I'm sure that I saw something. It was then that I heard something nearby. Without even thinking, I aimed the light towards the place. What I found leaves us paralyzed with an expression of disbelief on our face. It's a white cat with eyes of an intense red which stands before us. Indeed, a little kitty cat. Here, or her look is not the friendliest to say, but something. Somehow I get the feeling it's a female cat. Suddenly she lets out a thunderous meow that leaves us terrified. It sounds more like a lion roar than a simple cat. The echo of her meow is heard throughout the forest, making it sound more sinister than it should be. It was then that suddenly an inexplicable force hits us three. I fall to the ground, and little by little my eyelids close. The fatigue becomes unbearable. I lose consciousness on the ground of the forest without knowing what was going to happen with me. Interlude. Before the night falls. Well then. Oh. This has genuinely piqued my interest as a story. But I'm going to have to end this here because I'm going to be running a little long if I keep on. This is, I guess, the end of the chapter. There hasn't been any choices or multiple choices, which I'm thinking that's what's going to happen, just like kind of like date almost anything. But it is interesting. I hope my reading isn't too cringy to listen to, and I hope you're enjoying it. So hit that like button if you are, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. It means a lot. It keeps me motivated, and I do try to upload daily. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. Later, guys.